Hello everyone, my name is Mcastro. For my Winshield survey, I will be focusing on the cities of Pico Rivera and Cerritos. Both of these cities contain high-density traffic as well as access to major freeways such as the 5 and the 605. Pico Rivera is located southeast of Los Angeles County. The city is situated approximately 13 miles of downtown Los Angeles, as opposed to Cerritos is on the edge of the Los Angeles County, adjacent to Orange County. The city is about 22 miles southeast of downtown LA. For my Winshield, I choose Pico Rivera as the underserved city and Cerritos as a middle-class city. Physical environment. Physical environment in the city of Pico Rivera is low poverty level, poor quality housing, graffiti, and is unkept. The city of Cerritos is well kept, well capitalized, and is fun and safe. General appearance. Pico Rivera seems neglected, bustling, deserted, noisy, and dirty, as opposed to Cerritos is pleasant, peaceful, contemporary, vibrant, and culturally diverse. Boundaries. Pico Rivera is bordered by a variety of cities such as Downey, Whittier, West Whittier, Los Nietos, Montevelos, Santa Fe Springs, Commerce, and Industry. Cerritos is bordered by a range of cities including Norwalk, Buena Park, Lakewood, Bellflower, La Mirada, Cypress, Artesia, Santa Fe Springs, and La Palma. Many of the houses and apartments building in Pico Rivera are old and in poor conditions. Most of the residents are single and multiple family homes with no exceptions to the surroundings of motels, hotels, and industrial buildings. Typically, single family residence is about 1,000 to 5,000 square foot lot with spacious front yard, broken windows, cracked old paint, chain link fence. In Cerritos, majority of the houses were built in 1950s to early 1960s. The majority of the homes are newly remodeled, largely and well kept. Cerritos show fairly some to no signs of decay, as opposed to Pico Rivera. It shows it's an area of disheartenment. Moreover, abandoned cars and driveways, trash were dispersed around the streets and houses. Although some lots are vacant, you can hardly see vacant homes. Streets, sidewalks, and alleys show deteriorated areas, cracked and have potholes. The pollution around Cerritos and Pico Rivera show adequately clean air quality. In matter of safety, during the daylight, I felt more comfortable walking around both cities since they were well populated. During the night, I felt more comfortable walking around Cerritos. Streets are well lit, clean. Considerably fair amount of people were either jogging or walking. Plenty of stores and restaurants are open. As opposed to Pico Rivera, fewer individuals were walking and streets were not well lit. Streets seem dirtier and longer at night than in the morning though. People. According to the United States Census Bureau, mentioned the city of Pico Rivera has a population of 65,016 with the majority of Hispanic descent of 90.5%, white descent 5.5%, Black or African American descent was 1%, and Asian descent was 0.1%. The average household income is $70,483. Moreover, residents of Pico Rivera who ranks above the below poverty level ranges from 59.7 to 25.7%, as opposed to the city of Cerritos had a population of 50,293 with the majority of Asian descent, 60.6, Hispanics 59.6, white descent 15.4, and the Black and African Americans is 2.1%. The average household income is $121,322. the poverty level of the residents of Cerritos ranges from 15.2 to 42.1%. Most of the individuals in Pico Rivera and Cerritos are dressed in sporty outfits such as leggings, basketball shorts, t-shirts, sneakers. Additionally, they also wear jeans, sneakers, and sandals. However, in Cerritos, you commonly see more formal attire including slacks, cocktail dresses, button-down shirts or polos, summer sundresses, dressy skirts, or pants with lovely blouses. Overall, in both cities, I encountered individuals of all ages who were overweight. However, residents of Pico Rivera seem to be less active, consume unhealthier foods from fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Most of the residents prefer driving to nearby locations instead of walking. In fact, I encounter many individuals smoking, drinking outside their houses. Furthermore, in Cerritos seems to be more active. The younger generation is seen throughout the city on skateboards and bikes. Meanwhile, the older generation is actively power walking or jogging. Services. Parks, recreation, open spaces. In Pico Rivera, I encountered 7 parks in which it contains recreational activities including playgrounds, horse and walking trails, sports fields, community centers of all ages. They only have one pool in one of the parks called Rio Honda Vista. Overall, these parks have the necessary amenities such as restrooms, benches, picnic tables, trash cans. However, there are some graffiti. In Cerritos, they have twice as much parks that contains picnic facilities, swimming pools, walking trails, fitness centers. They also contain sport fields including baseball, tennis, volleyball courts. Transportation method. Each town has access to bus lines, cabs, vehicles, cars as a method of transportation. However, most of the time these residents use their personal vehicle as a preferred method of transportation. Although residents of Pico Rivera access local bus lines more often than residents of Cerritos, the city of Pico Rivera does not have their own bus line. Health services in Pico Rivera consist of several facilities, including 6 nursing homes, 4 rehabilitation, and 1 drug alcohol addiction center. Also, there is 1 community hospital. Cerritos has 1 nursing, 1 psychiatric facility, and 2 drug alcohol addiction centers. Both cities often offer legal counseling, financial workshops, educational services, and nutrition services. Pico Rivera has 3 fire departments and 1 sheriff station. On the other hand, Cerritos has 2 fire departments and 1 sheriff station, as well as 1 campus police station. Cerritos has 7 churches, including Catholicism and Christianity. Pico Rivera has 19 churches, including Catholicism, Christianity, and Jehovah's Witness. Throughout my service, I noticed that Jehovah's Witness churches was more populated on Tuesdays and Sundays. Meanwhile, the rest of the churches were more occupied on Sunday. In Pico Rivera, there's a total of 8 elementary, 3 middle schools, 3 high schools. El Rancho Unified District is the only district in the city of Pico Rivera. However, they share a school district with city of Montebello. In Cerritos, there is 8 elementaries, 3 middle schools, 4 high schools, a community college, and a district called ABC District. Both of the cities have several retail grocery stores in common, such as Target, Walmart, Dollar Tree, GameStop, Marshalls, Ross, Big Five Sporting Goods, CVS. Aldi's, and 99-cent stores only. Cerritos have more shopping centers that contain several stores, including Burlington Coat Factory, Guitar Center, Nordstrom's, Macy's, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Forever 21. Economics. Pico Rivera contains small businesses including nail salons, liquor stores, laundromats, fast food restaurants, and small clothing stores. Additionally, there are small industrial businesses such as recycling, cardboard, manufacturing. In Cerritos, there are medical offices, a commercial retail locations such as significant car dealerships, boutiques, movie theaters, bowling alleys, laundromats, and certain banks. Pico Rivera, the significant employment opportunity is as follows. They have manufacturing, healthcare, social assistance, retail trade, educational services, and transportation and warehousing. Major employers for Cerritos are administration, sales, health practitioners, management, and business and financial operations. Signs of poverty. In Pico Rivera are mistreated and abandoned properties and homes, as well as lots of trash and unkept landscaping. As opposed to Cerritos, individuals are well dressed and drive like higher end cars. Problems in the community of Pico Rivera, I choose the four major ones will be public health infraction, physical activity, because they're very less active. Also nutrition and weight status because of the obesity, access to the health services, just because I did not saw many clinics or major hospitals. For my health issues for Cerritos, I choose tobacco use, the mental health and mental disorders, sexually transmitted disease, and preparedness. Although I do believe that tobacco use is one of the major issues that should be addressed. For my community resources, in Pico Rivera, I found the Fair Housing, Southern California Rehabilitation Services, Whittier Meals on Wheels, Red Cross, Rio Hondo chapter. In Cerritos, there were not too many, so I believe that Giving Children Hope and Southeast Family Resources are great community resources that people can benefit from. Community strengths. Pico Rivera Public House has a public housing, easy access to freeways, affordable housing. Cerritos has an educational system, economic unemployment rate. For my Pico Rivera interviews, my stakeholder was Mary, a volunteer from St. Francis Xavier Church. She admits that alcoholism, drug uses, and teen pregnancy are by far the most impactful health issues in the community. She recognized that teenagers are at risk. Alcohol Anonymous rehabilitation centers and free clinics are some services that are provided by the community. She states that the city lacks of homeless shelters and soup kitchens. For the population, Francisco is a 45-year-old man who has been a resident for 27 years. He admits that children are not actively playing outside as they were 15 years ago. He has noticed more sexual conduct among teenagers. He believes that there are programs that can potentially motivate children to be more active. He thinks that there should be more affordable options for low-income families. For my interview for Cerritos, Nurse Carrie, she works for MedPro's Urgent Care. She recognized that COPD and asthma are the two major health problems due to many people smoking. She admits that elderly and children are at risk due to the secondhand smoke. She also acknowledges that the city, that there's a rehabilitation center, recreational services. Unfortunately, the city lacks of educational and prevention services. Jackie is a 52-year-old female who has been resident of Cerritos for 10 years. She admits Cerritos is a beautiful and crowded place. She has seen many homeless lately. She also believes that everyone is at risk. She acknowledges that many of the churches in the community assist the residents, but she believes that traffic control and more protective services should be provided.